Hi everyone, this is the week 6, day 1 solution video. For problem 1, the question is 20 students line up. Starting from the left, each student is assigned a number 1, 2, 3 to 20. If number 5 to number 10 and number 13 to number 19 are all girls, how many of them are boys? So here it states if number 5 to number 10 are girls, then we can label it out as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And right here it says number 13 to number 19 are also girls, so we can also label it out 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. As we can see here, this is 6 numbers, so 6 people plus right here it's 7, so 7 girls equals to in total 13 girls. The question is asking how many of them are boys, so subtracting it from the total amount of people, 20 people minus 13 girls, and you're left with 7 boys. So the answer is 7 boys. Moving on to problem 2, it says place these expressions in the proper column. The first one is 6 plus 6, and that goes right here, which is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19, so that goes right here. 12 plus 2 is 14, so that goes right here. 8 plus 9 is 17, so that also goes right here. 4 plus 7 is 11, so that also goes right here. 6 plus 17 is 23, so that goes right here. 8 plus 15 is 23, so that goes right here. And 10 plus 4 is here. The last column, 14 plus 6 is 20, so that goes right here. 9 plus 10 is 19, so that goes right here. 21 plus 2 is 23, so that goes right here. And lastly, 5 plus 8 is 13, so that of course goes right here. And that's how you do problem 2. For problem 3, the question states that 3 toys line up to take a photo, and how many ways can we arrange them? So let's label this as A, this as 9, and this as C. So this is A, B, and C. So for the first one, we could do A, B, C. And for the second one, we can switch C and B up. So that's A, C, and B. For third one, we could do starting with B and A, C. And for the fourth one, we could just switch these two around. So that's B, C, A. And for the final two, we could do C as the first one, C, B, A, and we can also switch it around, C, A, B. So in total, as you can see here, there are 6 ways to arrange them to take a photo. And finally, for problem 4, the question states that place numbers 1 to 9 in the following circles such that the sum of every 3 numbers in straight line is 15, and each number can only be used once. So as you can see here, there are 4 pairs, and these 4 pairs have to have the same sum. So from here we can figure out that each sum is of course 10. For example, 1 plus 9, 2 plus 8, 3 plus 7, and 4 plus 6. And the number that we haven't used yet is 5, so 5 goes in the middle. And that's how you solve problem 4. Hi everyone, so this is week 6, day 2, the solution video. So for problem 1, it says put numbers 3, 5, 8, and 16 into the following square so that the equation holds. For this problem, you probably just need to play around with the numbers, and eventually you'll get the same equation like this. 5 plus 8 equals to 16 minus 3. And this equation equals to 13. The second one is the same. You just need to play around with the numbers a little bit. And the equation that you should get should be 8 plus 9 equals to 11 plus 6. And for number 3, it's the same. Put numbers 5, 8, 15, and 18 into the following squares so that the equation holds. What we want to do is basically to play around with the numbers again. And the equation that I got was 15 minus 5 equals to 18 minus 8. And the equation is 10. And the above one is 17. Problem 2, the number of hours spent by 5 students on homework is shown on the graph, which 2 students adding their individual times together spent the same time of homework as Dan. So as we can see here, Dan spent a total of 6 hours on homework, and it asks you which 2 students. So we need to find 2 students that when their homework time spent together is 6. So 2 students, their homework times added together is 6. And we see here that Bob's time spent on homework is 5 and Grace's time spent on homework is 1 hour. So that exactly fits into the equation. 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So therefore, Bob and Grace spent the same amount of time on homework as Dan. So the answer is Bob and Grace. Problem 3. Emily is 12 years old. Her younger brother, Joe, is 6 years old. When Joe turns 12 years old, how old will Emily be at the end of the year? So first of all, Emily is 12 years old right now. Right now, okay? Joe equals to 6 years old right now. So when 6 years passes, Joe will turn 12 years old because 6 years plus 6 years equals to 12 years old. And the 6 represents Joe's current age plus the age that the number of years that it will take for Joe to turn 12 years old. And 6 years is also the same time that Emily is like growing. So Emily's current age is 12 years old plus the 6 years old that Joe grew. So 12 years plus 6 years equals to 18 years old. So the answer is 18 years old for Emily. Problem 4, Jonathan made this shape with rectangular cards 2 centimeters long and 1 centimeter wide. What is the perimeter of the shape? So it says 2 centimeters long. So this must be 2 centimeters, and this must be 2 centimeters, this must be 2 centimeters, and this must be 2 centimeters. And the question also states that it's 1 centimeter wide for each rectangular shape. So the rest of these are all 1. All right. When we count all of these numbers together, we should get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So the answer should be 18. So the perimeter of the shape is 18. And that's it for day 2. Hello everyone, so this is week 6, day 3 solution video. So for problem 1, it says find 2 consecutive numbers that basically add up to 23. So we just need to play around with the numbers, that's it. Consecutive basically means that 2 numbers that are together in a pattern. For example, 5 and 6 are together, like in the pattern, and 11 and 12 are also together. Those are just 2 examples. All right. So we just need to play around with the numbers, and eventually you should get something like 11 plus 12, and 11 plus 12 is 23, and these 2 are also close together in the pattern. Problem 2, what number is halfway between 12 and 16? So basically for this problem, we can just list them all out. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. From both sides, we can just cancel out the numbers. So it's all even. Cross out like this, like this, like this, like this. And eventually we're left with something like 16. So what number is halfway between 12 and 20? The answer is 16. For problem 3, it says the diameter shows a magical square in which the sum of the numbers in any row, column, or diagonal are equivalent. So what is the value of n? So first of all, 8 plus 9 and 4, their sum is 21. So we know that each row, column, or diagonal should be 21. So next we need to find out this number, and that number is 7 because 9 plus 7 plus 5 is also 21. Next, for this diagonal, we need to figure out this number in order to solve n, and this number should be 6 because 8 plus 7 plus 6 is 21. And from here on, it's very straightforward. Basically, 21 minus 4 plus 6 equals to 21 minus 10, and n should be 11. So n is 11. And final problem for problem 4, find the weight of the duck. So each bird right here, as you can see, these are two of the same birds. So each bird equals to 10. And moving this here, this bird is 10. So that means that the weight of these two ducks is 40 minus 10, which is the weight of the ducks, equals to 30. So we know that two ducks equals to 30. So one duck is 15, because 15 plus 15 is 30. So the final answer is 15. One duck is 15. Hello everyone, this is week 6, day 4 for solutions. So let's move on to problem 1. Jacob is 12 years old today. After how many years will he turn 18? So we can list out an equation that states 12 plus some number equals to 18. And we can also reverse this equation by saying 18 minus 12 equals to what? This problem should be very straightforward. The answer should be 6. So after 6 years old, Jacob will turn 18. For problem 2, it says Ryan has a number of apples. When he divides them into 3 equal piles, each pile has 4 apples. And if he divides them into 2 equal piles, how many apples are in each pile? So from this statement that says when he divides them into 3 equal piles, each pile has 4 apples. So we're going to draw out 3 piles, and each pile has 4 apples. So 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12 apples. So from here we can derive that Ryan has 12 apples. And when Ryan divides 12 apples into 2 piles, the answer would just be 6, because 6 plus 6 is 12. Problem 3, Jamie counted the number of edges of a cube, while Jimmy counted the number of corners and Judy counted the number of faces. Then they added the 3 numbers. What was the resulting sum? First of all, we know that the number of edges is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So edges equals 12. Next, we need to find out the number of corners. So the number of corners would just be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So corners equals 8. And finally, for the number of faces. So the faces, so there are 6 faces because one is right here, 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 one is right here. One is on the bottom. For just a clear view of this, one is on the bottom, one is in front, one is on this side, one is on this side, one is on the back, and one is on the top. And this equals to 6. So there are 6 faces. So in total, the final equation is 12 plus 8 plus 6, and the resulting sum would be something like 26. So 26 is your answer. For problem 4, it says the number in each block is the sum of the numbers in 2 blocks below it. What is the number on the top? It says here that the number in each block is the sum of the numbers in the 2 blocks below it. For example, 5 plus 7 is 12. Similarly, we can show that 1 plus 3 equals to 4, so 4 should go on top of here. 5 plus 3 is 8, so 8 should go up here. And 4 plus 8 is 12, so 12 should go up here. 12 plus 8 is 20, so that should go right here. And finally, for the top number, the number is just 32 because 12 plus 20 is 32. So 32 should be your answer for problem 4. Hello everyone, this is the solution video for week 6, day 5. For problem 1, every day, Brother Bear leaves home at 7 a.m., walks 5 minutes to the bus stop, waits 2 minutes for the bus, and the bus spends 15 minutes on its way to the school. So around what time does Brother Bear arrive at school? From the question, it says that he leaves at 7 a.m., walks 5 minutes to the bus stop, waits 2 minutes for the bus, spends 15 minutes during the bus ride. So in total, 15 plus 2 plus 5 is 22. And this is the time that Brother Bear takes when he leaves home to arriving at the school. So 7 a.m. plus 22 minutes is 7:22 a.m. So he arrives at 7:22 a.m. Problem 2, find the 2 missing numbers in the following sequence. From this sequence, we can see that for every jump, it minuses 3. So 14 minus 3 is 11, and 11 minus 3 is 8. So that fits the equation, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So for this number, it should be 11, and for this number, it should be 5. So the answers are 11 and 5. Left, right. For problems 3, it says the net folded below is folded to form a cube. So the bottom, let's just take 3 as the bottom of the cube. And I already drew the bottom of the cube here. So this is 3. And as we can see here, 2 is on the left of the 3. So when folded up, 2 should be right here. And as we can see, 4 is on the right of the 3. So 4 should be this side. And when you fold 4, the 5 goes up and it folds to the left. So therefore 5 should go in front of the cube, while the 6 folds directly above the 5 and lands on top. And also the 1 is on the back. What number is on the face opposite of that of the number 6? And the answer should be 3. Problem 4, in the table, the correct additions were performed in the squares according to the pattern shown. What number should replace the question mark? So for this problem, all you got to do is see what this question really means. For example, 10 plus 5 is 15. And 7 plus 5 is 12. So from this pattern on, we can see that 10 plus some number equals to 14. And that, of course, is 4. So therefore, 4 should go right here. And from then on, we can figure out the question mark, which is basically 11, because 7 plus 4 is 11.